Tolerance also raises important issues about power and control. Who is tolerating whom? Who speaks of the weak and the powerless tolerating the strong, or of minorities tolerating the majority? And even when it comes to interfaith dialogue, we need to ask who gets to sit at the dialogue table. Last year I met a prominent American theologian who was invited to Tehran to participate in a conference of over 2,000 Iranian Shiite clergy. He was the only Christian in this conference. I was so envious of the opportunity that he received. I knew coming from Sri Lanka, I would never be invited. And I asked him, these Shiite clergy who've invited you to speak on, how Christians understand peace and reconciliation, do they ever talk with the Iranian Christian leaders? And he laughed and he said, no, never. They invited me because I'm an American. And they want to have good relations with America, and they think America is a Christian power, so we need to invite an American Christian. So these are some of the myths that we encounter, myths that are prominent not only amongst Muslims, but amongst many Americans, including American Christians. There is a profound ignorance on all sides that we have to struggle to dispel. Most Muslims, indeed most Americans, are not aware that 2/3 of Christians in the world live in the global south, or that the majority of recent immigrants to the US are Christians, at least by name. They're often poor, they're located in inner city areas, and these new urban congregations represent a growing de-Europeanization of American Christianity. Most Americans tend to identify Arab with Muslim. They're shocked to learn that there are more Christians in the Palestinian refugee camps than in the entire state of Israel. As for Christian mission, myths are plentiful. It was freed slaves from Jamaica who carried to the heart of Africa a generation before the first European missionary set foot on African soil. And the fastest growth of the African church occurred in the post-colonial era. It was Muslims in Africa who profited most from colonial rule. As for Asia, the ancient Persian church of the 4th century witnessed more martyrdoms than in the first 300 years of the church of the Western Roman Empire. And the first Christians in China and India emerged centuries before the creation of Europe itself.